Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Zainab, currently an O2 student at Beaconhouse. Maintaining an academic excellence throughout the years, I've also managed to participate in several extracurricular events, including debates, MUNs, and whatnot. But above all, I would like to introduce myself as a writer, as a poet. And that's why I'm here today to speak on a very quintessential topic, a life without literature. But before starting, I would like to recite a few of my inked words. We all are stories, but the ones that aren't to be read, just to be deciphered. We all are stories, but the ones that aren't interesting, just surprising. We all are stories, but the ones that aren't narrated, just whispered. We all are stories, but the ones that aren't secret, just the world can't guess them. Dig deep inside of you, and you'll find treasure, the most precious one. Friends, Romans, countrymen, we're all such stuff that dreams are made on. From Oscar Wilde to Aleph Shafak to Rumi to Shakespeare. How many of them have taught us to live in the moment? But somewhere they've also prepared us for the dynamics of this world, for the very paradigm we live in, and for the dilemmas incoming. Do we realize they've also satisfied our delusions and made us feel worthy of ourselves? Yes, it won't be wrong to suggest how literature gives life to life in its real meanings. It should never be looked down through a narrow hole, because it is what shapes cultures, civilizations, personalities, and broadens mindsets. It's a language that every individual understands in their own capacity. It's mere expression, but that expression could be of speech, of writing, of debate, of acting, and whatnot. It draws boundaries between conscious and ignorant beings. So it won't be wrong to suggest this as well, that literature gives refuge to people disturbed at hypocrisy, sensitive at life. It assures them that they have the potential brighter than any comet ever striking the earth. And trust me, if that potential is unlocked, there would never ever lie any dark nebula over the sky again. So in a world where literature does not exist, there would be no hope. How would writers leave consoling notes for those going through the same in their lives again? How do lovers talk about betrayal? And how do life cycles be shared? How do we develop resonance and the very perspective of evolutions and revolutions for the generations incoming won't be possible anymore? How come we sleep in peace, knowing that a girl in her 5s was his parents' most precious, in her 15s rotated around the globe, and in her 20s planted her own garden, and later in her life was buried in its mud? How do we realize all that? The same occurred to me in my life back then in COVID, when solitary confinement and silence shook the very walls of our society. When I found out that my life lacked expression, so I began writing. And trust me, a random thought assured me that I was an astute traveler on the very right road. I began inscribing my words, and platforms like Street Writers Official, chambeli.pk got my work published on their sites. That was quite surprising for me, who began with a rhyming consonants perspective of poetry as a 5th grader. Now I won multiple poetry contests and leaned forward to getting my work published in Between Forgetting and Forgiving's anthology. And that's where I realized this was something that helped me juxtapose nature with the occurrences in my life. This helped me communicate in a better way, let the world know what experiences I did, what reasoning I found out, and to learn in a much, much better way. So literature, in my opinion, is a quest and a mystery for everyone. And we must try to unfold this mystery in our own capacities and see what bounties it holds for us. Because for every individual, it holds surprises, joy, therapy, and something that they lack in their life without unfolding it. So it's your turn to see what literature holds for you. Put off false beliefs and manifest your dreams. Thank you.